In the first part of this series that I'm making, I'm going to teach you guys how to aim better than a silver. Aim is roughly half of CSGO and could probably take you to higher ranks if you just have insane aim. The problem is, you guys usually all have awful aim, stemming from multiple problems, like so. As you can see here, this is my desk setup. Very comfortable, very big, very spacious. You should have a lot of room for your arm to move around, a lot of space, no awkward angles for your keyboard or your mouse or your stupid monitor. Probably put on a freaking laptop or something like that. No weird, chairs or ugly crap or whatever. Just make it comfortable, make it very clean, make it very pristine. Try not to look like an ugly idiot while you're doing all this. Arguably, the most important part of this setup is the big mouse pad. It'll help with playing at lower sensitivities, give you a lot more room without having to pick up your mouse while you're playing. So you'll probably ask me, why do I need a big mouse pad? What's wrong with my little Hello Kitty mouse pad? Because we're going to have you playing with a lot lower of a sensitivity than you're already using, dummy. Using a lower sensitivity will allow you to be much more controlled and precise with your movements, allowing much less room for error when you're aiming at a person. Well, what sensitivity is low enough anyways? Well, EDPI, otherwise known as effective DPI, is the final DPI of your mouse after the sensitivity multiplier control is applied in CSGO. Now for a math lesson. Find the DPI of your mouse. Multiply that by the sensitivity of CSGO, and you get your EDPI. For example, I play at 800 DPI, multiplied by a 0.55 sensitivity, which equals 440. Therefore, my EDPI is 440. Generally, a more typical sensitivity that you should strive for while beginning is around 1300 EDPI as a starting point, assuming your sensitivity is wildly higher than, what you should have. Most pros play between 500 and 1200 EDPI, the average probably hovering around the 700 to 800 mark. Generally, pros who enter frag usually have a higher end of the sensitivity. This allows them to snap back and forth between angles very quickly in order to clear out sights for their teammates. To start, keep your zoom sensitivity set to 1, as this actually is just a multiplier of your actual EDPI. Keep raw input set to on so that Windows doesn't mess with your mouse. Under almost all circumstances, keep mouse acceleration off unless you're playing in scenarios like I am with an extremely low EDPI. Even if so, a very low acceleration amount is being used. A general rule here is to have your sensitivity just high enough to be able to comfortably do a 180-degree turn with almost all of your mouse pad. So, you'll probably be asking me, how do I get used to this new obnoxiously slow sensitivity? I like the low sense. It hurts my arm to move this far. Well, it's probably because you're used to moving your arm in very short and fast movements, you sickos, so get over it. Luckily, there are community maps that train very well and are used by many pros. Here are some of the best. Get this first map called Aim Bots. It's a 360-degree arena with standstill bots that don't shoot back. This map is great for warming up your arm or wrist before matches or practice. This map will allow you to practice snapping from target to target. Your practice regimen for this map should be 1 tapping a bot and then extremely quickly snapping to another bot's head. Now repeat this process over and over again for as many minutes or hours as you should feel like you need. By the end of this, you should be able to quickly snap between targets and kill them only using 1 taps, no bursts or sprays. If you've practiced enough on your 360-degree arena, then download this map of a weird name and origin, but nobody cares, everyone uses it. This map is target practice. Set the static target duration to 0.5, turn up the target count to 100, and let it rip. You should try resetting your crosshair to the center after tapping every single one of these targets. This will probably be really challenging at first, especially with this new sensitivity. This will practice your muscle memory, snapping, aiming, as well as your reaction times, which probably suck. My high score in this is an 83 if I remember correctly. So now that you're done, tapping targets, you should get better at spraying. Well, another map that is made is the same guy that made the aimbots map. It's a recoil control map. In this map, you can pick any gun from the wall here and practice your sprays with them. The green dot will be the guide for your crosshair over the duration of the spray, and following it perfectly will result in an ultra-tight controlled spray. You can also turn on this thing called bullet time, which will allow you to practice the spray in slow motion if you press the inspect weapon key. If you've gotten a decent grasp of the main gun spray patterns like the AK, the M4, Galil, and FAMAS, turn on the T target, turn off the ghost hair, and turn up the range. And practice your burst and sprays on the target. Practice mid-length sprays and try to get as many bullets hitting the target as possible in the head or chest. Now, before you start hopping in some DMs and showing off your insane skills to your friends and getting VAC bans, you need to learn one more thing. And this thing is probably what all of you are the most awful at, and it honestly just hurts my eyes and makes me want to kill myself to even spectate you while you guys play. And that is crosshair placement. Crosshair placement at times is as important as aim, as it reduces a large amount, if not the entirety, of moving your mouse to aim at the enemy. If you're clearing out angles or bursting into a bomb site, you should always have, as everybody says, keep your crosshair at head level where an enemy may appear. This does not mean keep your crosshair aimed at the ground or at their feet, nor does it mean aim at the wall where you're running into a sight. Always give yourself the advantage of not having to take the time or risk to flick to another enemy. Just watch this POV clip on how to clear out a bomb site. So all you have left is to practice all your skills, so hop into some DMs and get to it. Oh my god.
Deploying flashbang.
Oh shoot. Toggle. One bullet. Dream. Look at that. Ace.